always excited to bring clarity, to bring a defense, and to bring explanations from the scriptures and from history that validates the faith that we profess, even the Christian faith and all around the Christian faith. There's been this argument on the internet and in certain circles on the fact that the Ethiopian Bible is the oldest. And there's a prevailing myth on the internet that that Ethiopian Bible is older than the Bible that we have today. And that claim, however, is not true. In fact, the oldest complete copy of the Ethiopian Bible, containing the full text from Genesis to Revelation, dates to the 14th century. Now, the Ethiopian church is one branch of Christianity, much like other traditions such as the Protestant churches, the Eastern Orthodox Church, the Coptic Church, and the Roman Catholic Church. Historically, we know that around the 4th century, missionaries from Syria traveled to what was then known as the Kingdom of Aksum, located in modern-day Ethiopia. These missionaries brought with them a wide range of Christian literature. Among the materials they carried were Testament books written in Greek, as well as the Septuagint, which is the Greek translation of the Old Testament that was already widely recognized and circulated. The Ethiopian church received the body of literature, but it appears that they adopted it in a largely non-discriminatory manner. In other words, they included a broad range of writings, even some texts that were not universally recognized as scripture by the wider Christian world at that time. During this same period, debates were taking place in both the Latin West and the Greek East regarding which books should be recognized as scripture and which should not. However, the Ethiopian church seems to have taken a different approach. Rather than engaging deeply in these debates, they preserved and included many texts circulating within their Christian tradition. As a result, their biblical canon eventually became unique, containing several additional writings that are not included in most other Christian Bibles. One example is the book of Enoch. Ancient Jewish communities and many early Christians were familiar with the book of Enoch, but it was not widely accepted as scripture by the majority of Jewish or Christian traditions. While a few early Christian writers suggested that it might be considered scripture, those views did not ultimately prevail when the broader debates about the canon were settled. Nevertheless, because the Ethiopian church preserved a broader collection of texts, the book of Enoch became part of their biblical canon. This is where some of the confusion arises today. There is a great deal of discussion online about the book of Enoch, particularly because a copy of it appears